Yo guys, welcome to the first episode of Unscripted. So before we jump into the video, I just want to give you a background about what this series is about. In this world, especially these days, there are lots of contents that are fake, that aren't real. And what I mean by that is they're just trying to show, like, people, I don't want to say all of them, but most of them, they're just trying to show the really good and polished side of their life. Everything is fake, everything has been pre-made, and they're just trying to record that side. Honestly, I'm kind of frustrated. I'm kind of sick of that. I'm not really interested anymore in that, because we know that most of them aren't real, and if I want to, I can create those types of content. But what's the benefit, right? So I decided to create a content that is actually real. Okay, this is literally me sitting here and talking to you. It's not scripted, it's not pre-made. I'm sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. I'm receiving like bunch of emails in less than a minute. I don't know what's going on, sorry. Yeah, as I said, this is literally me sitting here and talking to you. There's no any scripts that I'm reading off. There's no any, nothing. I'm just sitting here, I'm just sharing my thoughts, and you can actually share your thoughts and we can just go forward. And I really like the fact that here I can have I can communicate with you. Anytime I get a new subscriber and that little bell icon on my YouTube channel, there's like a little red on it and it says, oh, you got a new subscriber. I'm really curious, where that person is coming from, and what is that person's language. And these are the questions that comes up in my mind, and I'm always curious. I really like that. This is kind of like really interesting way of creating content, in my opinion. Maybe somebody did it before, but this is new for me, and I'm so excited to see how this will go. So let's get to the main thing. It's about losing. Okay, so first of all, guys, I'm not psychologist, or I'm not scientist, or I'm not any of that. Okay, I'm not expert at speaking based on some information, some valid information. This is literally thoughts of a 16 years old boy, and that's it. Okay, I'm just trying to share what I'll learn, what I'm trying to just work on that and things like that. It's not just me sitting here, really formal atmosphere and just talking and saying this is what you should to do and this is what you should not to do. I believe you get what I'm saying. And let me give you an example. Like, I think I was 14 years old or 13. Because I'm really good at working with Photoshop, I decided to start a agency, like a designing agency, like advertising posters and things like that. I decided to start it. I opened up an Instagram account. I have it right now, and it's kind of like a nostalgic, because when I'm going back and watching the content I created, it's like crazy, guys. Yes, I started that. I started to outreach to some local businesses around here in Ottawa. I started just sending DMs. After I think 2 or 3 weeks, I think I sent it over 1,000 DMs. That was crazy. And sometimes Instagram would ban me because I was just sending over the limits. But suddenly somebody replied back, and I was fucking excited, oh my god, I'm about to get my first client. The good thing about it was he was from Iran, the country I'm coming from, and so we had same language, and we could just speak Farsi, which is it's a Persian language. I went, and I completely remember this. I went there, my dad was beside of me, and I was sitting there, and I was crazy stressed out because I don't know what I'm gonna say, and that was crazy. I could barely speak. But he said, the owner of that fast food shop, he said, okay, you know what, let's create a video, free content, and let me see how we can create content. I created anyway. Long story short, I couldn't get that client. And then I was fucking obsessed, why this thing happened, did I made any mistakes, or what happened in that moments that we were talking. Now I'm thinking about it. At that point, I got sad. I said like, bro, officially we lost. We lost it, you. But right now I'm like, it wasn't that much bad. I lost, but I learned many, many things after it. And this is a good thing, right? And this is exactly what I'm trying to say. If you want to do something, if you really like to do it, don't afraid of losing. Don't say, okay, what if I lose? Bro, literally, what if you won? What if that thing works out? What if, right? Just think like the positive side. I mean, yes, you may lose, but as long as you learn from your failures, you're allowed to just lose 1,000 times and nobody is gonna stop you. This is the point. Just try to do your best, and if you're doing your best, you won't lose. And this is exactly what mindset I have. The ones that watched my previous video, I'm trying to run a authoritarian business, and right now, because we're like this is a journey, we're here, okay, and it's obviously we're gonna lose sometimes. I'm not getting obsessed anymore. I'm not getting sad anymore. I don't care. I'm just trying to learn. Anytime we go knock a door and they're gonna say, oh, we're not interested, I learn a new thing. Sometimes I learn I have to use my hands more. Sometimes I have to speak louder and things like that. I'm just trying to just learn many, many things, trying to make myself better. This is exactly what I want you to understand. If you're good at it already, well done. You're, I believe, far more ahead of most of people. If you're not, if you're scaring of getting rejected, if you're scaring of, I don't know, losing, stop. Just instead think of the good side. Think of, okay, what if that worked? Just think, bro, what if like the business you're trying to run works? You're gonna make like fucking millions of dollars. That's it. It's not gonna be easy. Obviously, it's not gonna be easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it. And the only thing I wanna say is, do what you think is right, and don't care about people. Because anytime I shared my idea to my friends, to like any people I knew, I regret it. Literally, I was just saying, oh, I could just close my mouth and I could just do whatever I wanted, because as soon as you start talking to people about your ideas, you'll understand that everybody's gonna say, oh no, forget that, that's not gonna work. Oh, that idea is crazy, just try to just go to school, try to get some certificates and try to work for somebody, try to work for big companies because they can pay you a lot of money. I don't want to say school is bad. Yeah, the whole point is do whatever you want, okay? And don't afraid of losing. Don't say, okay, what if it didn't work? Always say, what even 1%, what if that thing worked? What if that thing worked? That's gonna be crazy, believe me, okay? Because I tried that. So now I want you to comment like, are you okay with the fact that people sometimes lose? Are you okay? And if you lose, what is your reaction? Do you get sad? Do you feel like, all right, that wasn't a big deal. Like, what is your reaction at that point? I'm really curious to know that. And lastly, one interesting thing I just noticed is I'm from Iran, and today at 10 o'clock is a new year for Iranian people. And if somebody's watching this video from Iran or he's from Iran or celebrates Nowruz, I'm just gonna say Happy Nowruz, Nowruzatul Mubarak. And I'm so happy. It's interesting because we started this series with at the same time with like New Year, New Iranian Year. I wish you the fresh and best year. Basically, the psychology behind like Nowruz it's really interesting. It's they start the new year at the first day of spring. And the philosophy behind it is when you get to spring, everything like nature, trees starts growing again, grasses, everything, the air even smells fresh again, and the natures wakes up. And this is the philosophy. In overall, Iran has lots of interesting things. They have lots of cool events. They have lots of cool, traditional things. I know you may be familiar with some Iranian foods. Obviously, like the top two of them, which is probably kebab or ghormeh sabzi. But there are a lot more things. All of them are honestly delicious. There's some wars going on between Iran, Israel, and USA. Things will get better, it's getting better. And, like, there are some of the things that if you're not Iranian, you can't understand this unless you're really familiar with, like, the government, the things like that. America, USA, and Israel, they're doing really good. And I would say God bless America. They're helping a lot. They're helping Iranian people a lot. And I believe that many good things will happen soon. And also I want to give a big shout out to Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi. Thank you. He's helping Iranian people a lot. Honestly, like, it seems they're just bombing Iran, but they're helping him a lot. They're eliminating some people that aren't good for country. And big shout out to Bibi and Donald Trump. And yeah, as always, if you would like, you can subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. Comment down, like, what do you think? I really like to communicate with you guys. And if you enjoyed this video, feel free to like it. I'll do my best to create more of these contents if you're guys interested in it. That's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you get whatever you want from this world. Just put more effort in it and it'll work 100%. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.